Right, so before you meet our guest for today, I'm just going to read his profile as first as I can, because this particular man right here is a big name. Okay, it's a really big name. I've heard a lot about him, and I'm so excited that we have him right here on WhatsApp. You know, this program WhatsApp, we bring you, when we say we bring you quality guests, you think we are joking. We ain't joking. We bring you quality guests where you can learn from, guests that you can, you know, I just don't want, just wait, let me read this profile first, okay? So, we have Akin-Tijani Balogun. Does that sound familiar? Yes, okay. So, Akin-Tijani Balogun is a thespian-trained filmmaker with experiences that cut across a wide range of filmmaking. He studied theater arts in the prestigious University of Ibadan with a major in directing. He was a content director, MTN Project Fame, West Africa, for 4 seasons, and was also a content director on Big Brother Naija Season 5, Lockdown, and 6. Where are my BB Naija people? Hallelujah. All right, so and Shine Your Eyes too, of course. He has working experience with the likes of Ultima Studios, Red Pepper Studios, Rushing Tap Studios, Note Inc., Tobin's Media, MME Song, Royal Arts Academy, Udwak Insong, Closer Pictures, Kingsley Okereke, Divine Touch Productions, Oyinye Udezi, Manzini Productions, Leye Fabusoro, okay, Rare Edge Productions, to mention a few. He was also a lecturer in Royal Arts Academy for a period for 4 years. He has, to his credit, 4 TV series, 3 still running on air, 1 in post-production, and over 100 movies on different platforms. So ladies and gentlemen, fans of WhatsApp, viewers of WhatsApp, wherever you're watching from, Lagos, Nigeria, anywhere in the world, please just let's welcome the great Akin-Tijani. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome, sir.
Where do I start from? Thank you very much, Queen.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Yes, you're welcome. Thank you very much. I hope you didn't get it difficult coming over here.
No, not really, not too much.
Not so much. And how are you doing this morning?
I'm fine, I'm good, very great.
Yeah, I can see that. Okay, so I'll allow Aurelie to start.
I heard
the
you
drilling.
You came in from Ota, Songota today.
Yes, I came all the way from Ota. I had to leave very early in the morning.
Well,
thank you for honoring us with your presence.
It's
When
a
we
pleasure.
know that we had the great AKT coming through, we're very pleased. Now, I'll start by asking you this morning. I'm sure a lot of people watching back home want to know the kind of person you are. It's not by sometimes you've been behind the scenes and you're creating all the magic. Meeting you up close and personal too is beautiful. Now, I'll start by asking you a couple of questions that are not so cumbersome or hard, but we just want to familiarize ourselves with you. I'll start by saying, how and when did you get into production? And please tell us what motivated you.
Okay. That question actually opens a whole chapter, and I will try and just cut it short as brief as possible. The fastest answer is, like it's read in my profile, I studied theater arts in school, which is the core basics of production generally. Every aspect of filmmaking can be found in theater. That's as the roots now. So I started from there, and I majored in directing from school. So right from school, I knew what I wanted to do. So I usually call myself one of the lucky few Nigerians who went to school and what they are doing is what they studied in school.
Wow,
because we find majority of Nigerians they study this and they are working in banks, study Greek and they are doing something else. So I am one of those privileged and blessed few that it is my desire. It was deliberate. It was not fluke. I planned it.
That's why you plan to study.
Yeah, exactly. So, like I said, the journey has actually been a very long process. Even before school, I have always been in art. I've always, because I draw, I sketch, I write poems. So I have always been like that for a long time. But I don't really want to go too much into the flashback so that we will not digress. So, but that's just the paraphrase of the whole thing. So I knew what I wanted to do. I love storytelling. I love writing stories. And how best can I put this together? How can I actualize my dream? So along the line, something made me discover theaters as a course. I never knew that it was a course being studied in Nigeria. So, but I stumbled on it and I said, okay, let me try this, and here we are.
All right, so to necessitate production, to be able to create a very beautiful story and to put it into screens of perfection, please give us highlights, give us, should I say reels, about the sweetness of production, either the challenging parts or the yes, I know what I'm asking. A lot of people do not know what it takes to go into production. I see some half-baked movies, but I can tell you that most of the stuff that I have watched or seen that you have done has been top-notch. Tell us, in production, what are the prerequisites? When you say someone is a good production assistant or someone is a good producer, is a good director, what are the basics that people have to do before venturing into this course?
Wow. Okay. This particular question, I'll generalize it into the society as a whole. Why do we have some certain parts of teaching or some certain parts of other professions lacking? I would say it is interest. Majority of our people, they are just paying bills. Not that they want to do what is paying the bill, which means if they have something that sounds better, they will, without resigning, they will leave. So we find ourselves in production like that too, because, like I said, that I am one of those few that what they went to study in school is what they are doing. So even when we were in school, most of our classmates or most of the people that passed through theater, they didn't want to do theater.
Wow.
They are probably one of those who have a professor, one big man in school, and they don't want to lose the admission. Probably they want to go for law. They can't meet the cutoff, so they just move them in. So the same way in the industry now, we have people that they don't want to be roaming the streets. And that's how they fund themselves in production. So the interest is not really there. Even when we are on set, we have a whole lot of battles with people that you see a disconnect from this person's personality and the duty you are supposed to do. So those are the kind of things that will cause all those cracks that you said you see in so many jobs, half-baked. Because let's start from the basic, writing. So many people are not supposed to be writers. If you go on social media, you see these so-called people who call themselves bloggers. And you read through and you are wondering, who advised this person to be doing this? So, and by the time you write a script that is not well put down, and then, like I said, everybody just wants to pay bills. So the producer they get it. They just read for production's sake, not for interpretation's sake. It is when it gets to our own table, and we are reading to interpret, that you start seeing loopholes. Like this shouldn't have been like this shouldn't have, but by then you are already hooked. And like I usually tell my students that as a director, once you accept to take a production, the whole fault is your fault. So that's why, like I always tell them, director's job is the most difficult job that I know in the whole world. Because any job that has to do with you and nursing human beings together is a whole lot of problem. So, and by the time we have, let's say, an average of 25 to 30 crew members, everybody have different mindsets. You don't even, and it's for you to harness everybody's brain together. That's actually the work of a director. You are harnessing everybody's interpretation together, the costumer's idea, the props designer, the actor's idea. So you are the captain of the ship. So, and by the time we now get into production fully, and you now see that I'm trying to pick my words so that I will not, I don't know if you understand.
Yes.
So it's actually a complex situation, and like I said, it's general. It's not only in filmmaking. If we go mention one aspect of our economy that you will say, yes, they are producing top-notch, no. So it's almost everywhere. So, and once in a while, you now find some individuals that actually know what they want to do, and they are still striving despite all odds, despite all the K-legs, all the hurdles. That's why you said you've seen some of the jobs that we did, and they are not looking bad.
That's beautiful.
All right. Okay. So while reading your profile, I read a very interesting part,
Which
where that you were the content creator or director, rather,
Yes.
for Big Brother Nigeria.
One of the.
All right, fine.
Of the
For
content
Big Brother
directors.
Nigeria,
Yes.
season 6. That's the lockdown, right?
Lockdown and Shine Your Eye.
And Shine Your Eyes.
I was
So
there on those two projects.
those two projects. So please, me and every other person watching right now, we want to know how the experience was like.
Oh, okay. For me, there are two ways that I could answer this question. The experience for me is different from what happened there.
Okay.
Two-way street.
Yes, because what happened there is something that I would rather pass on that question, because it's a sensitive.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Okay.
So, but now my experience is it's something that I will always want to do again, because filmmaking is my passion, and filmmaking is actually broad. I usually boast about something that the only aspect of filmmaking I am yet to conquer is animal documentary and covering sports. Every other one, I think I've been there, including reality shows, talk shows, and so. And whenever you find yourself doing something that is a little bit new, although it is still part of what you are doing, the experience is different from filmmaking. You are talking about multiple cams. You are talking about I would say it's even more challenging than filmmaking, and I like.
You're talking about the Big Brother now?
Yes.
Okay.
Reality shows, and that even goes for the other one that was mentioned, Project Fame.
Yeah, let's know about two of them. Yeah.
Yes. So it's a bit similar, because it involves multiple shoot at the same time, which is different from the normal cinema or movie or
These are live shoots, of course.
Yes, these are live shoots. So I enjoy the aspect of being in charge of multiple angles at the same time. It tasks my brain. I like challenges, because for me, shooting films, I think is something that I would say I've conquered. So, but reality shows, if I have an option that, let's say, okay, they bring a very big movie project and a reality show project, I will go and do reality show.
Reality show. Okay, so the content that they are talking about here, is it the content of the task they do daily, or the shooting aspect you're talking about?
Okay, let me just try and find a way without shooting myself in the foot to explain what a content director does.
Yes, on reality.
Okay, so like we know, it's a live shoot.
Okay.
So I call it a shoot that is scripted without being scripted.
Okay.
So that's why I say it's more challenging than normal filmmaking. Normal filmmaking, you have a script to guide what is going to happen. But this one, you let your elements into the field. Their behavior dictates the script you are forming immediately. So, for instance, now we have multiple cameras, probably like 50 or 40 or thereabout, from different angles, and then these elements are just there doing their own thing. So, and remember now, if you are watching the TV, you can only see one shot at a time.
Yes.
So technically, I would say the content director is the one that is writing the story according to the way it is happening, how people will see it.
How people will see. I see. Now I get it. Like the control room.
Yes. Yes. Okay. So that is the person that is looking at all the monitors at the same time, probably like 30 screens, and is deciding, okay, take this shot. Let's put this. So, and that's why it will be interesting.
So
because if it is not well done, it will be boring.
Yes, but wait. So you are the one that has been removing all those queen and white money and this thing that we want to know what happened. You will just remove it, and then we'll be shouting, Kayode, Kayode. So you see you.
Like I said, I was not there.
Oh my God. So the same experience with Big Brother is the same experience with Project.
Very similar, very similar, very similar.
Okay. All right. So now the next one, now to be a successful director, big name like you, what are the steps? What are the things we need to do first before we get to this stage you are now?
Now you are making me scared.
How?
The way you said big name like you, because I am still growing. I'm still, to answer the question itself is knowledge.
Okay.
And that's why I said I'm still growing, because I will not stop learning. I teach, but I'm still learning. So what makes you a director? A director is supposed to be the smartest person on set. Now what makes you the smartest person on set is just your decision-making process. Like I said, you are nursing everybody's brain together. The costumier has an idea, the actor has an idea, the props man has an idea. They just come and tell you, director, why don't we do it this way? It's your job on the spur of the moment to decide and pick, this idea is better. You already have a plan from home. In your script, you already mapped everything down. But as a director, you have to be smart enough to know this person's idea. Is it going to add 2 or 3 marks to my own plan? Okay. Or is it going to drop whatever I am aiming for? It's your job. You have to be a fast thinker.
Fast thinker.
Because even though you have your plans, a PA can suggest something that, what if we put this flower pot here? It's your job right immediately, because there's no time. I always say filmmaking is a race against time and money. You don't have the time to say, don't worry, I'll think about it. Because that scene is about to be shot. So that's what makes you a smart director.
Okay.
I can refer to so many examples of blockings that I will give, and somebody will just whisper. Sometimes they are not even talking directly to me. They are just whispering that, but what director said? What if it was done like this and I overheard? I'll just pick it, because in my brain, I already juxtaposed everything. This person said this, and I know that if I do this, it will bring the picture better. There's no ego. That's another point. To be a good director, you have to drop your ego at home.
At home.
Drop it at home, because the production is bigger than everybody. So whatever will make the production score 99.9 is what you should aim for as a director. Yeah. Not, I'm the one that did this, I said it should be like this. That's why we should do it this way. You can be tyrannical if it works for you, but at the same time, what makes you the smartest person on set is how well can you identify the best information that will push your project to the peak.
That's good. Okay, so we'll take one more question from him before we go on the break.
Yeah, so this one is, it seems basic, but to me it means a lot. Now, you've been on the set of so many movies, sitcoms, you've been directing or producing, and so far so good. They've come out top-notch, very successful. I want to ask you, which of these projects did you find very tasking or daunting? And which one? Yes, because it takes one successful person to know another, and from what you say, you are still learning, even if you still teach, which I find very exhilarating, and I feel very good to be able to hear such talk coming from you. This is someone, you understand the tasking in the multitasking, and I know for you many projects have come and have gone, and some are still in the works. Yes. Which one is that one that you'd look back and say, I see you again?
Yes. Actually, every filmmaking experience is always taxing. There is no peaceful movie shoot. All over the world, I have watched behind the scene of many big projects, the kind of problem. In fact, there was a day I was laughing my head off. I was watching a behind the scene of one movie, and there is a slogan that we normally shout in Nigeria: "We are losing daylight." I was shocked when I saw an American director saying the same thing. I'm like, oh, so chickens go home to roost everywhere. So now, talking about challenges, I said all projects are always challenging, but you always have one that has a little bit of weight more than the others. I shot a series some time ago for Divine Touch Productions. I think the name is in the profile you read. Yeah. The series is Our Society, is showing on some platforms. I don't know if I can mention the name of the platforms. So it's showing on Rock TV. So Our Society is actually a story. From the name, you can guess. It's just our society, the way it is. So basically we have 2 orphanages there. And when I mention that name, you should know the kind of cast that I'm going to be having. Children, toddlers, some between the ages of 5 to 10. You can imagine. I was once a teacher in secondary school, so I know what it takes to teach young people. So now imagine I have 2 orphanages, so if I have like maybe 25 children here, 30 children here, that's like 50 young people on set. I had to throw myself back to the days of theater and remember children's theater as a course. Thank God for that course. Because that's when you are taught that, like there's a proverb that says if you want to catch a monkey, you be like monkey. So you have to go down to their level. You see me sitting on the floor, bare floor. Whereas when we first came and we met the other people, they want to, I have to be like them, play with them, quarrel with them, so that we become one. So that whenever they are not seeing you, they are not seeing an adult, they are seeing somebody they can relate to directly. By the time we were on set for like, I think the 5th day, all the children, they were in love with me. That was the saving grace. Despite that, it was still tasky. You can imagine a situation where you are trying to give some blockings, and then somebody now came and said, uncle, she's pushing me. Oh God. That will first of all disrupt whatever you are doing. You have to first of all leave the blockings and then go and settle your family problem for probably like 10-15 minutes. And I said filmmaking is a race against time and money. So that's, I would say, is one of my most challenging jobs. Apart from that, there are some other, it's bigger than that, because when I said our society, the story is not just about the orphanages. There are also some people that we call runs girl. Some people are recruiting girls on the street into prostitution. So I have, on another story side, I have like probably like 30 females, 30 young ladies as cast.
For that one thing.
And that is a difficult thing to handle. So that project is one of the projects that whenever I look back, I just smile and say, I like this experience. I will still want to do it again though. I will still want to do it again.
All right, thank you very much. Just watched a clip of the movie Selena, right?
Selena's Wedding.
Selena's Wedding, okay. So tell us about this movie.
Oh, okay. Selena's Wedding is actually the 4th part of a sequence of stories. There was Selena part 1, there was Selena and Ruben, there was part 3 before this one. And my producer already said that that's the last part. Because people love the movie, so they kept bringing it back. Okay. So that's how they did 2, 3. But she said after this they are married now. That go and imagine the honeymoon in your mind. So the movie is actually it's showing on YouTube, and it's actually, for me, I would say it's a project that should not have been a YouTube. It shouldn't have been on a YouTube platform, so to say. It's a well put together package, and it's very tight. But that's the producer's choice. The movie, it relates to the question I was answering before we went on break about jobs that are tasking. Even though this is just one movie, it was a very tasking job, because like I always tell my people, you are as good as your last job. I would not say because the movie they asked me to come and shoot is a YouTube project, so then I would treat it like a dasikali. No. Yeah. Trust me, if you call me to shoot a short film, the same zeal, enthusiasm I will put into shooting Avatar or Titanic is what I will put into shooting that short film. So, and I'm sure viewers saw the wedding scene that played in the trailer just now. That wedding scene was achieved over a period of, is it not like 6 hours or thereabouts? Wow. One scene. So, although it's a sequence of events in the whole scene, so it was very tasking, but something that I can always look back and say, I'm happy I did this.
Okay. All right, so one more question here. The use of hard drugs is prevalent in the industry. Must an artist get high to perform optimally?
No.
Okay, I know.
I don't need to think about that answer. No, I would say it's a personal thing. And like I always say, most times when people ask me questions about filmmaking or about entertainment in general, I always bring it back to the society. we are human beings. It is not only people in the art world that use all these enhancements, or what will I term them. Virtually every other field. It depends on the individual. We have so many people that are in this same industry, they've never taken a drop of alcohol, they've never puffed anything in their lives. Trust me, I am very serious. And we have some people that are not involved in entertainment at all. On a daily basis, they pop pills, they do stuff. So I think it's on a personal note now, because I don't think any normal, rational thinking person needs to depend on some leverage before you can exhibit whatever you believe is your talent. It's a personal choice. But for me, I don't think it's necessary, because if that talent is there, if it is genuine, it will come. It will come. So now, if you now see an artist that is involved in using all those substances and is doing well, I will not say it's because he's using, that's why he's doing well. That is his own personal life. If he was not an artist, he would still be using those things.
Okay.
So that's the way I interpret it. I don't think it is necessary. I don't believe so. I'm not among that school of thought that would believe that it is because of this, that is why this person is like this. No. It's your personal life, first of all.
Okay. All right. So 2 more questions from Orly before we end up.
All right. So you are in the center of this fort. When we talk about entertainment, movies, you talk about the female gender. Now this question is prevalent right now, because whenever we have a top-notch director or producer come on the show, we always ask this question just to gain cognizance from you as regards certain matters when it comes to that effect. Now, what I'm talking about is sexual harassment. In the industry for a very long time, up until this moment, we still have traces of people complaining of sexual harassment. It's not only in movie industry, just I don't want to digress, but a couple of days ago, probably 2 days ago, a female soldier who came out online to say how do I put it down? People who are ahead of her, seniors, have been harassing her sexually, and just yesterday she was flown to Abuja. All right, now it still boils down to what we're talking about. Have you seen, or have you been a part of this situation where a female actress was molested, or yes, we just want to know if you have seen or what you think about this subject entirely.
I like the way the question came, because if you took note that there are some of my answers that I always say, it's not only in entertainment, and I will bring it back to the whole society. Like you two said, this thing is just human. Wherever you put male and female gender, and then there is hierarchy being played, that thing usually happens. But for me, it's sickening. I find it sickening personally, that why do you need to intimidate people before you can give them what they deserve? On a personal note now, yes, to answer the question you asked, I've heard about it. I've heard snippets about it. There was a time I posted an audition on my Facebook wall. I shared from a friend, a colleague. She posted, so I just shared, and people, my inbox is always full. That's why I really do phone calls. I'm a very private person. I don't give out my contact information to people, because the wannabe actors, they will frustrate your life. So I always tell them, when I meet them on set and they say, "Oh God, can we have your number?" I say, "It's better, let's do social media." I'm trying to create a distance. So now, whenever such people always ask for me, please, in case you have any opportunity for us. So there are some of them that are very persistent, so I just forward those auditions to them directly, but I just post most times generally on my page. So then 2 days later, one of the people that I sent it to just said, she wants to confirm that she thought I was involved directly in the project, and I was not even involved. I just saw a colleague post something. We always help ourselves. So, and I'm like, what happened? She was now like, the person sent a script to her that she was very happy, and then they were telling her that, to cut a long story short, it was already indicative that that person wanted sex. And I said, first of all, stop communicating with that person. Maybe after this, this session, I can show you screenshots in my private boxes where I had to stop. I told her that, first of all, stop talking to this man, because I was infuriated. My first fear was I am involved now. This link came through this man. I said, stop, first of all. I quickly connected to the person who posted, who is a female. I said, what's your role in this job? Are you acting or are you producing? Let me know. She too now said that she will probably act, but it's one of our people that and I said, okay, this is what I had, this is what I had, this is what I had. From the number on this flyer, we took it up, we started investigating, and at the end of the day, of course, this person would defend himself or herself.
Yeah.
So, and that was how we resolved that. So yes, I hear of these things, and I always tell women that, see, this thing is not an industry issue, and I'm happy that you gave an example. Even before I started to talk, I was a teacher. I saw these things happen. Go into the police force, into the ministry especially. These things happen. So, but like we always say in theater, we are the mirror of the society. So it is our own that is visible more to the society. If a medical doctor is divorced today, people will not hear. Let an actor have the same issue. So we are the mirror of the society. So it's an unfortunate thing that some elements are still thinking like retards. Because
that's a word for that.
Because I cannot fathom why you want gratification for something and then you now decide to like intimidate somebody because of that thing. And the annoying thing is, so many of the people that they will now harass and intimidate to have this sex from, they might not even qualify for that role. That is what will now result to the quack jobs that you say we normally see sometimes. They are not even qualified, because me, I'm a trained thespian. The production is bigger than everybody. I don't want to digress too much. People who are watching this, my friends from school, they can be saying yes. Now, I have directed plays when I was in school that I removed the actor because of one thing or the other. Because me, I'm a professional to the core. If you are not fit for this particular thing, I will not use you. And I'm talking of a day 2 performance. We'll be rehearsing for like 2 weeks. And then somebody did something today that, according to the way we were trained, you are not qualified.
Not fit. You
are not fit again. You misdress and take. So, and people thought it was a joke because tomorrow is performance. But that's the way my lecturers taught us. I groomed somebody else overnight, and that person performed. I've done this thing not once, not twice in UI when I was in school, and I've done it in filmmaking too. So for me, it's first of all is I read the script. I have interpreted the script that I'm going to score 95%. Nothing can bring it down. The only thing that I'll tap from you is anything that will add to this 95. So now somebody who is not fit for a particular role, there is nothing you want to give me.
Yes.
Even apart from sexual, people are harassed and intimidated to pay for roles. I've heard it happen. So it's not only the sexual aspect now. So and for me now, once I say that this actor, you qualify for this role, I'll be the one appealing for you to come, because I know that you are the one that will make me score this 95 marks. So why would I deny you that opportunity simply because I don't understand? So for me, that's why I don't understand. Maybe we breathe with the same air with these people. Maybe we are on the same planet. Where they come from, I really don't know.
All right, sir. So before we wrap it up, just give us words of advice for people that are looking up to you.
No, before word of advice, I want to ask a question. Now, you've worked with so many actors and actresses. Can you tell me the best actor and best actress you've worked with? They have not given you issues. This is the person you say, oh, this particular lady, this particular guy, I enjoy working with him.
Okay.
Or I enjoy working with her.
Okay, it's a question that I can actually answer.
Okay. It's not
because if it was the other one, I would have said I would just pass on it.
Which other one?
Because, like I said, we meet different people from different walks of life. Let me start by answering the other one halfway first. There are some people that I've worked with them before, but I will be reluctant to work with them again.
Okay.
You should think about when I said I shot a particular series, it was very difficult, but I would love to do it again.
Yeah.
We saw a trailer just now, I said, that movie, it was very tasking, but I would love to do it again.
Yeah, sure.
There are some people that I've worked with, top notch, they are good, but I will be reluctant to work with them again. And there are some people that I've worked with, those ones I can mention some names. That, hey, I should not, because I will shoot myself in the foot. I was going to say, there are some people that, if you as a producer now tell me that you want to shoot this film, one of my questions is, who are my actors? There are some people, like, I can, because of them, drop my fee a little bit.
Wow, good.
Because it's always an exhilarating experience. These are people that I know, if I'm bringing 80, they are going to add 10 for me.
Okay.
Work relationship is excellent. As in, filmmaking is always difficult. We will still have issues, but you enjoy having the issues.
Yeah. Okay, so quickly, let's know.
Of course, I would love to work with. There are plenty, so that
just
if I don't mention some and I
they will understand, because we don't have much time right now, so they will understand.
I would always love to work with people like Kule Remi, Bimbo Ademoye. Oh, should I do male and female first, or
no? You can just name them random. Yeah.
So Deyemi Okonlawon, my guy. Daniel Etim, I've mentioned Bimbo Ademoye,
yes.
Miri Lazarus, Empress Njama, Mona Lisa Chinda, who else? There are plenty, because
so now I get it.
But there are some, like I said, that I will not mention names, but
no, you don't have
if I hear their name,
I'll wait outside for you.
If I hear their name in a project, I might even try to increase my fee a little
to just chase them away,
so that producer will tell me to go to it.
All right, please, quick advice, like Early said.
All right, basically for people that are in entertainment, looking up to us.
Yes, yes.
Like I said the other time, it's just all about interest, one, and then knowledge. No matter what you are interested in doing, you will still need to learn about it. So as you are aspiring to be like RMD, you are aspiring to be like Genevieve, all those big names, even directorial names, first of all, imagine, where are these people? What got them there?
Yeah, exactly.
It's knowledge. It's not fluke.
Okay.
Even talent still needs to be groomed.
Exactly.
Even if you are talented, you still need to be trained. You still need to keep searching for more knowledge.
Yeah.
I said it before, that before going to school, I've always been artistic. But I found my way, and I felt that I need to know more about this. And I did. And even up till now, I'm still learning. I'm still downloading books, documentaries.
You're a nerd now. All right, quick one, your social media handles.
Okay, my social media handle is my full name, Akin-Tijani Balogun, as one word.
Everywhere?
Both.
Twitter?
I do only Instagram and Facebook.
Okay.
Because I write episode and I like reading episode. You can't do that on Twitter.
Sure.
All right, thank you very much. We really enjoyed our time
with
you.
Pleasure.
I learned more. And please, I hope you give me your number so that I can call you, okay? And then you give me words of advice as well. Yes. Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure being here. Thank you.
All right.